So this Jeep definitely leaks a lot of oil, and today we're gonna fix that. But first, let me put it on the lift. And if you guys haven't yet, go pick up a knock-on Jeep key tag. These are now on the website. All right, so this is under the Jeep, as you can tell. A lot of it looks shiny, a lot of it is wet. We have the oil pan gasket and the transmission gasket that we're gonna be replacing. All this extra oil is from that hose that was leaking that we replaced in the previous video. So don't worry about all that, but we will be focusing on this. There's like a huge leak up there, and then there's a leak back here along with the transmission pan leak. So I'm gonna start by emptying out the oil from the oil pan and changing out that gasket. While that's draining, I'm gonna go ahead and start loosening all the bolts on the oil pan. So we are down to the last 4 bolts. Most of them were 11 mil. Now these other ones are, what seem to be 13. Kind of have to like bend the metal and push on it. Definitely a weird bolt to get out. I'm unable to get the pan out because the starter's in the way and the cats are in the way. So instead of taking the cats off, because I'm sure those are fun, I'm gonna do the starter because it's a lot easier. So we're gonna remove the starter, and then after that, I think we should be able to get the pan out. So we got the pan off. Once we moved the starter, we had enough room to just slide it out of place. So now we gotta take off the old gasket and clean up the surfaces. All right, there goes the old nasty gasket. The pan as clean as we can, and as well as the bottom of the block. So we got both of the mating surfaces as clean as I could get them. The next step is we actually need some RTV. So we got to put RTV in 4 spots. We got to put some here, some here. This is the front of the motor. We're going to go to the back. We got to put some, oh, there's some still on there. I got to clean off in that corner there. And on that side, same thing. And I got my gasket from Felpro. This is the old one. They actually come with these right here. So these screw into place and it'll hold the gasket and the pan up. All right, so all the bolts are tightened and torqued. I did all the little ones at 7 foot-pounds, and there's 2 big ones up here, and then 2 big ones straight in the back right underneath here. Those I did 10 foot-pounds. So that's what I found online, and that's what I did. Next step will be, gotta put this back on to that bolt. There's like a little cover for these wires too that I gotta put on. And then I'm gonna put the starter back on, and then we could take off the oil filter and do the new oil. We got the new Mopar oil filter in, and that's on there snug. You just want to hand tight. And now we just need to throw the oil in and check it out. The last step is to add oil, and I'm using Castrol Edge high mileage 10W30. It is synthetic oil on my other Jeep, that's what I run, so I'm gonna throw this in there. So it's all filled up with engine oil now. Oh, I hate these stupid caps. They always tend to break, but anyways, we're gonna let it sit overnight. Hopefully we don't have any leaks in the morning. This was a little bit of a harder project. This definitely requires a little bit more hands-on for sure. So if that's not something you're comfortable with, probably take this one to a shop, but it's honestly not that hard to do. With basic tools, you could do it. The only thing that I had was a lift, but if you jack it up enough for the axle to droop, I think you'll be fine. You need that space to be able to take out the oil pan. So this is the next day. I don't really see any oil leaks. All the oil that you see is from the power steering stuff, but everything looks pretty dry. I do see a little bit of oil there, but that might be from the oil filter when I replaced it, so I think we're fine. This is the area that had me worried for sure, and it doesn't look like it's leaking, but we still need to run it and have oil moving around just to make sure it's not gonna leak. But so far so good. If this video helped you guys out, leave a comment down below and also a like, and I'll see you guys on the next video where we will fix the transmission leak, because that one's worse than the pan leak. So we'll see you on the next video. Peace.